Okay, ladies, we are going to begin day 4 notes on solving inequalities. So basically the same thing as solving an equation, but now we have inequality symbols. So they're a bit different. Mainly when you multiply or divide, we have to switch the sign of the inequality. So over here we have what these different inequality symbols really mean. Okay, it's a little dark there. I'm outside. It's beautiful out here. All right. So just keep in mind what those mean. So we're going to solve the following. Just like we do with regular equations, we need to combine like terms. So my first step is I'm going to subtract the 4v to the left. And that leaves me with 1v. The plus 3 drops down. Is greater than 9. Then I subtract the 3. So v is greater than 6. And that'll be a final answer. We could actually graph these if we wanted to, but I feel like we all know how to graph these. So if we put 6 in the middle, 7's in front, 5's behind, it's an open circle because it's not equal to, and it's greater than. Okay. All right, moving on to the next one. Here we have 4g is greater than or equal to negative 24. So my step would be to divide by 4. And I'm not dividing by a negative, so I don't flip the sign. I'm dividing by a positive 4. So negative 24 divided by 4 is negative 6. So g is greater than negative 6. Sorry for the background. Okay. All right, so moving on. 72 is greater than negative 9. Again, I need to divide that negative 9 away from the r. And this time I am dividing by a negative, so I need to flip the greater than to a less than, and it's r. 72 divided by negative 9 is negative 8. So we have r is greater than negative 8. I switched it around because if you read it, negative 8 is less than r. That's technically not what we want to discuss. We want to say r is greater than negative 8. Okay? And it doesn't have an equal to, so it's an open circle, and it's greater than. All right, so the next one's a little bit more complicated. We first need to distribute. We are not going to do negative 1 minus 4. We need to distribute the negative 4 first. Everything else just drops down. Negative 4 times negative 3a is plus 12a. And negative 4 times positive 1 is negative 4. So then I combine like terms. On the right side, it looks like I have this guy and this guy are like terms. So negative 65 is on the left. It's a negative 5. And then we have plus 12a. All right, then I'm going to add this 5 to the left. That gives me negative 60 is less than 12a. And then last step would be to divide by 12. So a is greater than negative 5. I did not mean for all of these to be greater than. All right, so not so bad. Just have to know to distribute first. I think this is second to last one. Okay, so I have x's in the top there, and I have an x on the left side. I want to get this 5 out of the denominator. So how do I do that? I multiply both sides by 5. So that's negative 15x is less than or equal to negative 4x plus 22. And then I add 4x, Looks like that's going to be a negative 11x is less than or equal to positive 22. Last step would be to divide by negative 11. And because we divide by negative 11, my sign flips. And 22 divided by negative 11 is negative 2. Okay, so don't get intimidated by this problem because it has that fraction. Just make sure you get rid of what's in the denominator first. Okay, last one here. Go ahead and write that out. Okay, so first step, we're going to distribute this negative 5, and we're going to distribute this 3 on the right. So that negative 5 times 3d is negative 15d. Negative 5 times negative 7 is positive 35. And then we have the greater than. 3 times 2d is 6d. 3 times 14 is 42. All right, now combine like terms. I think I'm going to add this 15d over to this side just so I get something nice. Ew, that was bad. So I have 60 plus 15d is 21d. And then everything else gets dropped down. And then I'm going to move this 42d, or 42, over to here, minus 42. And I have 21d. This goes away. And 35 minus 42. Negative 13. And last but not least, divide by 21. I think I got that right, negative 13. I don't have a calculator, but my arithmetic is usually fairly good. So d is equal to, oh, look at me, I'm changing. Where did that symbol go? This should be greater than. I divided by a positive, so the sign does not flip. It still says greater than. So d is greater than negative 13 over 21. I know that cannot be reduced. Right? So, oh, that's not right. That's 17. 12, 7. I'm silly. 7. You guys will probably have calculators on you. Okay, so this would be d is greater than negative 7 over 21, which we can reduce. And so that's d is greater than negative 1/3. All right. My apologies on my arithmetic there. Jeez Louise. Okay, that's about it. And